We are here to bring a new type of news show.
New insights, new style, and new topics every day.
We're News Generation.
Bring news just for you. It's Friday, September 13th here in Seoul. I'm Song Yujin, and this is News Generation. Today we're joined by Yoon Se-young.
Good morning.
Good morning. And Ki Kim.
Happy Chuseok.
Happy Chuseok and happy
Chuseok,
Friday.
everybody.
Now, both are here to speak on behalf of those in their 20s and 30s. Now, today we're going to straight move on to our main discussion of the day by taking a look at the screen.
Next Tuesday, September 17, is Chuseok, the Korean Thanksgiving holiday. Traditionally, families gather on Chuseok to perform a ritual called Arirang, where they honor their ancestors by offering food made from freshly harvested crops. After the ritual, family members enjoy the food together. Since delicious food is such a key part of Chuseok, today, we're going to take a closer look at what foods and drinks are popular with our generation during this special holiday.
Right, so tomorrow marks the start of the Chuseok holiday in Korea. Yay! So as we mentioned, Chuseok is a time when we get to enjoy a wide variety of traditional Korean dishes. So starting off, can you tell us more about this holiday, Se-young, and what kind of dishes are kind of like the signature food of Chuseok?
Sure. Chuseok is one of Korea's most iconic holidays, and personally, I love Chuseok.
Me too.
Because it's time of year when fruits and all the grains are fully ripe, so there always are tons of delicious food.
And they taste good.
Yes, of course. And speaking of Chuseok, the food that always comes to mind is songpyeon. It's a half-moon-shaped rice cake made by kneading rice flour and filling it with things like beans, sesame seeds with sugar, or even chestnuts, and then steaming it onto top of pine needles. And there's even a saying that if you make songpyeon beautifully, you will have beautiful daughters. And I think I was pretty good.
Yeah, because you have a beautiful daughter.
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Your mom.
Yeah.
Right, so songpyeon is one of the signature dishes, the rice cake of Chuseok. Now, what are some other dishes or your favorite Chuseok food, Ki?
Well, I always loved Chuseok just for the fact that, I always worked on Chuseok. It's a different side of story. But I always loved chun, something greasy, something oily, of course. It's a Korean-style pancake with various ingredients such as meat, vegetables, or filet. When you look at any Korean drama, in national holiday, Chuseok scene especially, you're going to see a lot of ladies gathering around the stove and talking to each other and making chun, of course, and frying chun all the time. And you'd always steal a couple of chuns while they're making, because it's always good when you eat fresh, right after the pan, and while your mom or your aunties are cooking, and then you don't eat them actually when the whole family gathered together, right? And galbijjim, braised short ribs with a soy sauce, japchae, mixed dish of boiled bean threads with stir-fried vegetables, and meat. Namu, seasoned vegetables are a common dish we eat for Chuseok. And of course, like Se-young said, it's harvesting season. So apple, Korean pear, and also persimmons are common dessert that you would serve for Chuseok dinner.
Just thinking about them makes
I'm
my
already
mouth water.
hungry, even though it's not Chuseok yet. And it's actually not the main dishes, not only the main dishes that our panelists mentioned. Traditional Korean snacks are also placed on the chara table, which we get to enjoy once the ritual is over. I think that's the moment when everybody is super excited, right?
Right, that's definitely. You can enjoy traditional Korean snacks like yuga or yakgwa, a deep-fried traditional Korean cookie that is rich with flavor of ginger, honey, and sesame oil after the ritual. And drinks like 식혜 and 수정과 are also must-haves during the holiday, especially during Chuseok. You end up eating non-stop, right? And when you drink 식혜 or 수정과, it helps you with the digestion, so you can even eat more after drinking 식혜 or 수정과.
So you're only drinking to eat more.
Right. And these days also K-cafes are coming up with all sorts of creative recipes featuring these traditional snacks or drinks, and they are becoming super popular with the younger generation. For example, a few months ago, drinks or desserts using sweet chestnut jelly bars inspired by BB's hit song 하디단 밤양갱 were super popular among young people. And this whole 할매니al, a mix of grandma, 할머니, and millennial vibe has become a key concept for MZ crowd these days, as those nutty and sweet drinks and snacks are trending again.
Right, and I think that you just gave very good news to our viewers because even though you don't have the chae ritual at your home, you can easily enjoy these Korean traditional desserts or snacks at cafes. So if you're in Korea, please try them out because they're super delicious. And also with the growing popularity of these traditional Korean snacks, I've heard that many brands such as cafes, as Haeyoung mentioned, are now adding a fun modern twist to these food, right?
Exactly. I can see the very happiness and smile in your face
I am.
as we were talking about food. Just like they were mentioning, what our 할머니 or grandma's generation used to like as snacks have become a very super trend again with a modern twist, such as a cute and nice display with a nice packaging. Especially yakgwa, deep fried traditional Korean cookies, brought about a new word, namely yakketing, combination of yakgwa and ticketing.
I've done yakketing before.
Yeah. Seriously?
Yeah, I did.
Some of these popular stores are almost impossible to get hands on these snacks.
Right.
And also other snacks like Monica, although it was a Japanese snack, but is popular among our 할머니 generation because they suffered from the time when Japan invaded Korea. And 누룽지 과자, the crust of overcooked rice, are getting popular.
With sugars on
again.
it?
Exactly. Sugar powders on the top. Obviously, you definitely need that to add a bit more flavor in it, but it's just great.
Right, so a lot of snacks, a wide variety of Korean traditional snacks for Chuseok, and you can enjoy at cafes and stores here in Korea as well. Now, it seems that the younger generation, us, has found the perfect drink to pair with these snacks, especially when all of that delicious food can feel a bit heavy. So, what's their favorite way to wash it all down and start all over again?
I think it's time to talk about liquors. The traditional liquors are also catching the eye of the millennials and Gen Z as unique, or should I say hit drinks.
Right.
And especially 막걸리, Korea's traditional rice wine, is really getting a lot of attention these days. There are all sorts of new varieties popping up, like a fresh 막걸리 made from glutinous rice, or flavors like yuzu, strawberries, or 복분자 Korean black raspberry. And just hearing those flavor combinations, it's easy to see why they are so popular, right? And plus, traditional liquors like 안동 soju or 문배주 are still holding on to their classic taste, but at the same time, they're upgrading the packaging and design to fit the MZ vibe.
Right. So what used to be kind of regarded as being old or traditional has ironically gained traction among the younger generation, and it has become a big trend in Korea's F&B industry. Now, what are some other drinks that you'd like to recommend to our viewers, Ki?
Well, as an expert in this field,
Expert.
adding to that, samhaeju is another traditional drink, and they have this experience programs. It's getting popular. So they actually 막걸리 themselves. So starting with 탁주, or the raw rice wine, is similar to 막걸리, and then they filter that. Then it becomes 청주, which is refined rice wine. So it's a bit clearer. And then after you distill it, then it becomes soju, which is something that's similar to vodka. So you try all these together, and you can try all these 3 samples, and it's a nice 3 sets with a bit of snacks there. And not just alcohol beverages, but conventional cafe has joined this movement. Starbucks recently came up with 막걸리 cream cold brew. Shake Shack released a summer-only menu called 막걸리 shake, which does have alcohol in it, by the way. I've tried both of them, and they're good. So especially 막걸리 shake can be enjoyed by everybody. It's got 막걸리's unique taste bud at the same time.
But not
aroma.
minors, right?
Not minors, of course. Minors. With the sweet flavor the milkshake actually has. So it's a burger house, obviously, so it goes well with the burger, but I'm sure it's going to go well with any other cuisines in Korea or any other foreign cuisines. So it's just amazing.
He sounds like an expert.
You guys both sound like experts. I'm pretty sure that our viewers are kind of making this long list of Korean traditional food or drinks that they'd like to try out. Now, to find out about other food and dishes, traditional dishes and drinks in other countries, we also asked our viewers to introduce some traditional drinks and dishes in their culture. And here's what 3 of them had to say. If we look at the comments, the first comment says, I'm from Spain and my favorite Spanish dish is called gazpacho. It is a cold tomato soup blended with other raw vegetables. It has a similar feeling with eating Korean naengmyeon, which is cold noodles. Leonteo93 says, here in Singapore, laksa is a spicy coconut milk noodle soup with a rich, creamy texture and a balance of sweet, savory, and spicy flavors. Also, chili crab, which is a signature Singaporean dish featuring succulent crab cooked in a thick, spicy tomato-based sauce. Hazelman6671 says, in Sri Lanka, we have plenty of traditional Burudu or holiday sweets and snacks. A popular one is Kanda Kavum, which is an oil cake fried in oil on a stick. They all sound super delicious. I wish I had the chance to taste them all. But now let's come back and talk about the Chuseok food culture here in Korea. To find out more about this topic, we're now going to invite the founder of a traditional Korean dessert brand based in the United States after a short break. We're back. So today we're joined by Jennifer Lee Pan, founder of Rice Blossoms, which is a modern Korean dessert brand based in New York. Welcome, Jennifer, to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Lovely to have you. So our first question for you, Jennifer, is, in your opinion, what dish best represents Chuseok, the Korean Thanksgiving holiday?
Yeah, well, I think you guys said it all in the beginning. The Chuseok, which is the Mid-Autumn Harvest Festival, the well-known dishes, in my opinion, would be the various types of chon, the Korean-styled pancakes, which uses meat, fish, zucchini, and other types of vegetables, some seasonal fruits, such as pear, persimmon, and dates, galbijjim, which you guys mentioned as well, and most importantly, the songpyeon, which is a Korean dessert traditionally made and consumed during Chuseok.
Right, Jennifer. Then when we talk about Chuseok, we can't forget about songpyeon, just like you said. And could you share with us the significance of eating songpyeon during Chuseok and some tips on how to make them especially tasty?
Yeah, the significance of songpyeon is not only about the families coming together to make them, but I think it's also why and how it's made. Songpyeons are made with rice flour and water, and the dough gets rounded in shape at first and then folded in half after adding the fillings, such as mung beans, sesame with brown sugar, and etc., which is supposed to resemble the moon. So it's made as an offering to their ancestors to thank the year's plentiful harvest and to wish for a healthier and prosperous year to come. And to the tips to how to make them delicious, I think the dough shouldn't be too watery. It should be almost like clay texture, and the skin shouldn't be too thin because it might burst as you steam. And also, my little tip is when you're making your fillings, we like to add a pinch of salt to it to enhance the sweetness.
Ooh.
Wow. Thanks, Jennifer. And, Korean food are getting popular, but also, what are some of the Chuseok dishes that would be easy and approachable for those who are new to Korean cuisine?
Yeah, well, I think galbijjim is like one of the most popular items that are popular to non-Koreans as well. The meat is very tender and sweet and soft, so I think everybody enjoys that. And chon, like I mentioned earlier, is pretty approachable. It's like the Korean-style pancake, and it's made with healthier ingredients, I would say. And dessert-wise, songpyeons, of course, it's approachable because it's sweet and nutty. I mean, who doesn't like sweet desserts, right? I also have a fond memory of making songpyeon with my aunts and grandma as a child as well. So I think by spreading stories like that can also make it more approachable to others as well.
Some very good and also delicious tips from you, Jennifer. Thank you so much for your time today, and we hope you have a happy Chuseok with all your loved ones.
Thank you. You guys too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy Chuseok.
Happy Chuseok. Bye.
Bye. Right, so for anyone interested in trying out traditional Korean dishes and drinks, I'm sure a lot of our viewers who are tuning into Newsden right now would want to taste them out because you guys and Jennifer explained them so well. So now let's talk about some spots that you guys want to recommend for those who want to actually visit Korea and try out these food and beverages.
Well, if you really want to dive deep into Korean traditional dishes or food, snacks, I highly recommend checking out the traditional markets in
Oh,
Seoul.
called 시장, right?
Right, and one of my my go-to spot is Gwangjang Market in
Oh,
Chungno.
right.
But I've also heard that the food alley in Gongdong Market is really great
Gongdong Market.
as well. Yeah, so you should definitely check there. And places like the food alley in different places, like the Pajeon Korean Pancake Alley near Haegi Station is also a great place to enjoy authentic Korean dishes and traditional drinks. And honestly, I'm tempted to go there myself right after this show. So do you guys want to join?
If I have the time, I would love to join.
I'm there.
So I have a quick question for you. So if you actually visit that market, what is like the top 3 or 1 or 2 food that you would like to try out?
Pajeon with makgeolli.
Oh.
Drinks. Yeah, the white rice wine.
So they are all part of the traditional Korean Chuseok food because
Right,
the jeon, the
definitely.
pancakes, and also makgeolli drink. So these are the recommendations from Seong. Now to you,
Yes.
Ki, our expert.
I would recommend first going to market like Namdaemun Sijang or Namdaemun Market. It's about 5-minute car ride from the Seoul station. They're famous for a different food alley, but they're also famous for 갈치조림, which is a braised cutlass fish marinated with hot spices. There are many food alleys in between, and also if you're concerned about your health, and I think both of you need to go down here. It's called Gyeongdong-시장 because there are
Gyeongdong-시장.
plenty of Oriental medicines. They're selling all those ingredients there, and it's very cheap too. So definitely that's another place I recommend. Insadong, located near Chungno Samga Station, is always a great choice. It's been a tourist attraction for decades.
Right.
There's a lot of traditional teas, snacks, cafes, and last place I recommend is Ikseondong. It's located right next to Insadong, and it's rising and it's a hip place because many of the cafes and stores have renovated kiwatjip or a traditional Korean tile roofed house or just resident house that's been there for 40, 50 years. So you can see this unique vibe and atmosphere of traditional outer space and the modern interior. So it's luring a lot of younger generations there, and it's a great spot to take photos too.
You sound like an expert in tourist spots as well.
Yes,
Well, Ki, you mentioned a lot of places, but if you could just visit one and try out one like food, dish, or beverage, what would that be?
I would definitely recommend Gwangjang-시장, like what Seong has said. But you got to be careful once, because sometimes some people do try to take a ripoff from the tourists, so you have to know the market price, what the real market price is. But they sell a lot of different jeons, but I recommend you have this gogi jeon or yukjeon.
Oh,
It's just amazing.
Right.
It also goes well with the makgeolli. And then the makgeolli nowadays, they have so many different varieties with different brands. So there's a lot of makgeolli bars rising nowadays, so you can try
Right.
all different sorts. Just make sure that you're not sober enough so you can walk around with the rifle mindset. But there's a lot of great places.
Right. So you've heard from our food and beverage experts, guys. So if you
Don't
have,
bring your cars there.
don't bring your
That's
cars there.
another recommendation.
So if you have a chance to visit Korea during the Chuseok holiday, or if you have plans to visit Korea sometime in the future, check these places out and enjoy some Chuseok Korean traditional dishes and drinks. And that's all from us today, but Newsden will be back next Thursday, September 19th at 9:30 a.m. Korea time. We're taking a break as it's the Chuseok holiday until next Wednesday. Special thanks today to Yoon Seo.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And Ki Kim.
Thank you.
Thank
Happy
you.
Chuseok.
Right. Thank you everyone for watching. And if you are celebrating Chuseok wherever you are in the world, and early happy Chuseok to you. We are News Generation.